Welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video. We're going to do speed runs on Fire Night 25 with all epic champions. Last week on one of my Stew's Talk videos, at the end of it, there was a tournament going on for Fire Night with all epics. I talked about a team that would do really well there, and then Neoso on my Discord took that team, or he already had it, and added Armstrong in there. I saw his team on my Discord. He said he's getting a minute and 30-second runs at times with it, and I was like, damn, a minute and 30 seconds, that's the same I get using legendary champions. That's pretty damn fast. And he showed me the gear with a Royal Guard like this. And if you're already doing the Hydra boss, you probably have a Royal Guard like this already with Relentless and Refresh accessories because we're capped at the amount of damage we can do. It's really fast. Now, I didn't do runs with this Royal Guard. I was using this one because he told me the team. I already had those guys ready to go. I didn't change anything on them. I threw them in there and I did 26 runs. Whatever kind of energy I had, I set it up to stop if I failed, if it didn't make it. But it just went through. It burned through all my energy. It did 26 runs. I never came close to failing, not even once. Let's run this team. I do have an alternative team at the end without Seer. I'm sorry, it's got a Seer. But we've got teams without Seer if you don't have her. Here's the comp. We've got Armstrong in the lead. We've got Seer here, Archmage helmet. Of course, we have a really fast Allure. And then we have the Royal Guard. I'll probably increase the speed as we go through here. The playback speed, you can see it up at the very top. So if we get quicker as far as the animations go, that's why. So we're coming in here, as always, we got a shield set on our Archmage helmet. We do a lot of damage with our Seer, and then our Royal Guard takes down the rest. There wasn't much life left. And then Archmage helmet's going to do stunts here, AoE stunts if we need them. I don't feel like we need them, but we have to have Archmage in here for his buffs, so that Seer can drop these waves. Now we're just waiting to have our skills go off cooldown. Seer comes back around. Boom, we're going really quick now. Let's go to one time speed. And we're at the boss. Now the boss we'll never lose to. We have plenty of hits, especially with the Royal Guard doing his A3. The 3 hits with turn meter reduction. We also have Armstrong doing turn meter reduction. It's impossible. I've run this so many times, but you do have to have a pretty fast Allure. I mean, that's no matter what team you run like this, you usually have to have a pretty fast one. And mine is at 300. I think I used to have it at 397, 395. That'll work too, because now we have so many ways to drop the turn meter down. On this team, I had to make her faster because I was using her with Moshaled and some other comps. So I wanted her even faster for those teams to make sure I never had a failure. But with this one, I don't think it's that big of a deal, because everybody's pretty slow. So she's taking multiple turns over everyone, and everybody's as slow as they are, because my Royal Guard isn't even, I don't think he's at 170 speed or so. He's pretty damn slow. We've got attack chest, attack boots, and on this one, we don't have, again, the refresh accessories. We've just got Savage. We got a Savage set on him right now. A minute and 59. That's pretty good, I think, for an all-epic team on Fire Night 25. I think that's really fast, and it's 100% secure. And I'll show you the gear on this at the end. We're going to do a run without Seer. I'm just going to throw in another Royal Guard. The Royal Guard that you saw in the beginning that I didn't use, I'm going to throw both of those in instead of the Seer. I collapsed the screen later on. Let's just jump forward. Yeah, I collapsed it later on because I'm doing something else on my computer. And I just wanted to make sure the runs were up there, and I was recording them as I went through there. So I'm jumping forward, jumping forward, jumping forward, jumping forward. 24 minutes. You're going to see, I'm going to throw it up on the screen, actually. I don't have it saved. I saved it as a screenshot. So I'm going to throw it up on the screen, and you're going to see the 26 runs we did, all the energy we spent. We're down to 16 energy or so, and that very last run on that screen is 2 minutes and 18 seconds. So I think it's a solid team, and you guys should have all these champions leveled up. This is the Royal Guard you just saw in the minute and 58-second run. He's overpowered. There's no reason to play one like this. He's really slow. He doesn't need to be fast, 156 speed. He's in a Savage set. He's capped at the amount of damage he can do. We can do more damage to the waves, but we didn't need to. So really, you need to make a Royal Guard like this. Since we're capped at the damage we can do, since you want to use your Royal Guard in somewhere like the Hydra boss, or to do more damage and to get faster runs on Fire Night, you really want a Relentless one along with the refresh accessories. It's going to be your best play here. You're going to get the most damage on the Hydra boss, as well as going through Fire Knight here. I don't even know why I have them geared this way. We do more damage on waves, but we don't need them on waves right now unless we take Seer out. If we're not going to run that Seer, then yeah, we can have our Royal Guards to do more damage if we wanted to. Let's look at the rest of them. We have Archmage Helmet coming in with the shield set so that our Seer can do more damage. He is at 252 speed, 100% chance to crit, so we can get those stuns if we need to, and then masteries of whatever you want to put on him. If you want to get additional damage on the bosses, put them in War Master. If you want to have those buffs extended, there you go for the buffs. And then for the Royal Guard, the masteries I had on him, let me jump back to this Royal Guard. We have, since he wasn't hitting as hard as I wanted to, I went to Flawless Execution so we could get more damage to make sure we're hitting that 10% of enemies max HP threshold. And along the way, we're just picking up more perks to do damage. A little bit more speed there if we get some kills with Whirlwind of Death. And then over here, I'm trying to refresh, trying to lower our skills even more by a turn if I can, and do takedown more often. And for Fire Knight, I'll even take his A3 more often, because then we're doing turn meter reduction, slow speed, and it still hits really hard. So I'll take that as well. This Seer number 1 is really strong. I feel like she's at 316 critical damage, 100% chance to crit. That's all you need to do for a Seer. That's it. It's all about critical damage in a Savage set. If you can do that, you'll be fine. You get a accuracy banner if you'd like, critical damage here, and then it really doesn't matter what you put on the ring. More attacks fine for her basic ability. More survivability as far as HP goes is really good for her as well. Going through the Doom Tower to help out. We've got critical damage. We've got HP chest piece and then speed boots. And she will take down these waves like no other. And then you do want critical damage here. Flawless Execution is the best to have. It's going to make your runs more consistent. We haven't used Helm Smasher on Seer in a really long time. You just don't want to do that. This is the way to build your Seer. Even if you don't have a really strong Seer, I think Allure is the one that most people are scared of because they see how fast she is here and they're worried that she needs to be this fast. She does need to be fast. She needs to be relatively much faster than the rest of your team so she can take turns over them. She's going to go, then a few of the team members are going to go, maybe 1 or 2, and then she's going to go again because we're locking out her A2 and her A3. She's just doing her basic ability, which is 3 hits, and she's going to do that often. We want her to do that as often as possible. So mine is at 299 speed. She's at 86% chance to crit because we're going to get additional chance to crit going through because we're strong affinity going through the Fire Knight that we're doing right now. So we're still going to be at 100% chance to crit. Keep that in mind. We're going to get a 15% additional chance to crit because we're strong affinity. So all you need to be is at 85. Now this speed doesn't have to be this fast. If the rest of your team is really slow, 200 speed or below, we can lower the speed. That way she'll still cut in and get those 3 hits in there as often as possible to drop the Fire Knight shield. There's 12 shields. It's pretty hard to get past that. So you could put her at, say, 270, and then everybody else, it's slower. I'd bring down the speed on my Archmage Helmet. I'd bring down my speed on everyone so that she takes those turns over, and you should be all right. And then just to make it faster, I do have her in Giant Slayer, and then you can see the rest of these masteries here, just so that we can do more damage on the boss. I'm going to show you the rest of the runs. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I appreciate your time. Thanks for the love and the support. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys all in a video soon.